The Dance of the Adders. Now, for me, this is one of the best British wildlife behaviours you can see. It really is. And if you were to ask me to give you my top three wildlife sites from around the world, this would certainly be up there. Now, I've never been lucky enough to see this before in the wild, but I have seen it now at the British Wildlife Centre for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's one of those things I never tire of seeing. I just can't wait to witness this every year, and it's something that I genuinely look forward to each spring. Once the adders have come out of hibernation, usually the males come out first, they'll slough their skin, and then a few weeks later, the females come out, they slough their skin, and they start to excrete a scent, which is just a signal to the males to let them know that they might be ready to mate. And so then the males perform the dance of the adders. And it's a mating ritual. It is them coming together. It can number many individuals, but usually it's just the two. And very simply put, they are fighting with each other. They are displaying their strength, trying to be dominant over the other male. They'll ride their bodies over the top of each other, sometimes even raise the first half of their bodies up off the ground, and they're physically trying to just push the other one down onto the ground in this display of strength. But it's also a display of stamina too, because it will last for several minutes, and then they might break for a while, slink off into their own directions. They might come back together again and have another go at it for several more minutes, and this will be on and off for several days, I mean weeks sometimes even, depending on the seasons and the weather at that time of year. But it's lovely. It's absolutely mesmerising to watch. It really is. I go in there with my camera every year, and of course I try and take some lovely photos, but sometimes I just put the camera down and just lay there and watch them. I mean, it's so hypnotic. I'd even go as far to say it's beautiful. And I mean, even if some of you watching have got a slight aversion to snakes or a fear of snakes even, surely you can see this and appreciate how lovely this is. Now, they never bite each other. They'll never bite each other. It's just that interlocking of the bodies, the wrapping of it around each other, trying to push each other down, sometimes in very jerky motion, and that is what it's all about. And then eventually the one that lasts out the longest will be the one that gets to mate with a female, and then hopefully later in the year there'll be young adder neonates around for people to see. Now I'm going to stop rambling on now. I did try and cut this clip down as much as I could, but there's just so much of it I wanted you to see, so I decided to leave it all in there. But all I will say is if you do want to try and see this behaviour here at the BWC, it's usually around about the end of April, early May every year. It's in the springtime, so keep an eye out that time of year on the Keepers blog, and if they start dancing, I'll put it up on there.